Hey lovely people, Tempest here from Times with Tempest. Thank you so much for taking a moment to stop by. Today's video is going to be a little different from other videos I've done before. I just ordered a new product and I'm getting ready to try it for the first time. So I wanted to take you all along with me and share the product with you as well. So it is hair paint wax. Found them on Instagram, did a quick search on YouTube, and a few of the girls here have videos there, so that's cool. But it's basically a temporary hair color. Now my hair is colored, but my roots, as you can see, are growing out. And I'm trying to obviously minimize damage to my locks by continuing to apply color. So I figured this summer I would give this a try because it'll be a fun way to just try new colors. So I have a few here. They have been out of stock for months. And so I literally stalked their website to see if they have new colors in stock. And so after a couple of attempts, I have 5 colors. I have blue, purple, pink, a gold. I got this, I was like, why did you get gold? But I figured it'd be a nice way to maybe brighten this brown color that I have. And then I have this aquamarine. It's kind of a teal. It's a nice mix of green and blue because their green, from what I could tell, is a little lime green, and that's a little bold for me. What I realized is that I still want to get a red, and when I tried, the red was out of stock because I think red would be a fun color. So I'll definitely, I plan to put in another order to get red if this experience is positive and I'm satisfied with the product. So I struggled over the past couple of days because I wasn't sure which color I wanted to go with. I was leaning very heavy towards the purple, the aquamarine. I was like, this is cute. Could I mix colors? And then I took a moment. I said, okay, Tempest, which color would no one expect from you? Like, it would be a push for you to even go with this color. So I'm going to apply blue today. All right. I'm going to get everything set up here and then we'll get started. Okay, so in terms of getting set up here, I grabbed some gloves so that I can apply this without making a mess everywhere. I did, when I wanted to test the color, like just put a little bit on my hand, kind of like you do a lipstick swatch, and it washed off totally fine. So I'm sure it wouldn't be an issue, but this still might make things easier. And then I have a spray bottle with water in it. Now, I was a little confused because some people were washing their hair and then applying it to kind of damp towel dry hair. Other people were using the spray bottle method. And the container tells you to use a small to moderate amount of hair color wax and apply to damp hair. Apply to hair starting from the bottom up using your fingertips. Once you have applied, set the hair and allow it to dry. There have been reports that it's messy, that it gets on clothes, that it rubs off when you touch it. I'm hoping that if I take the time, it's early in the day, so have the rest of the evening to stay off the couch and be careful. If this, shirt gets dye on it, it's fine. That way, hopefully it'll be dry, go to sleep with the bonnet on, wake up in the morning, it'll be set and it won't be rubbing off. I will provide an update where necessary when it comes to that. So I have decided not to wash my hair. I could use a hair wash if I'm being honest, but I've decided to just use this water bottle here because if I hate this, I gotta wash my hair. So I'm trying to give myself a couple of days here just to kind of see how I like it. The other thing that I wanted to point out before I get set up is when you open the container, it just kind of has the foil and it's a little tough to take off. But one of the other things I noticed is that these bottles are different, like the packaging, and this lid screws off, in my opinion, a little bit easier. And it has the foam piece on the inside to seal that. So I could pull this out and keep it covered. But once I pull this foil off, it's just off. I doubt it'll dry out I don't think I'm gonna use the whole bottle. Like, I would hope it doesn't take the whole bottle to apply this first round, and so I'm assuming that it seals fine. I haven't had anybody say anything about that, but what I'm noticing is that getting this off is difficult and making a mess. So it would be nice if they switched to this kind of styrofoam piece. So I'm pulling it off now. Hair paint wax coming with me on the foil, right? So that's making a little bit of a mess. But it is coming off in larger pieces, so I think we'll be okay. So you can see that it is quite blue. This is gonna be interesting. I have a towel here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these gloves on. All right, all set. So the other thing that I'm gonna do is probably section off my hair and do sections at a time. Oh, I wasn't prepared for this because I only have one hair tie. Sorry if the lighting is terrible in here. I have a very small, like, little nook vanity. There are products everywhere, and it's really hard to get the ring light set up in here. So I'm looking now to see if I can find another hair tie. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna start by getting this section of the hair saturated. Maybe I shouldn't have put on a glove so I would know that it was saturated enough, right? I'm gonna take this glove off. Didn't think that through, guys. It's like you want it to be damp enough for the product to adhere, but you don't want it to be saturated and then have water and wax dripping all over the place. I'm going for the same level of dampness I would go for if I were doing some type of style. So using my lock loops or perm rods, a braid out, pipe cleaners. And that's what you see. You see like the remnant of curls that you see here from a recent pipe cleaner style. They're my favorite. They last, those curls hold the longest compared to lock loops and other products, but they're all really good. Okay. A little bit more on my ends here. My ends are thick. So here goes nothing. I'm really nervous. Oh my God, that is so blue. I'm starting to wonder if my hair is wet enough and if the gloves are actually getting in the way, because I feel like the product's only landing in certain places. So maybe I don't want it to be that blue. I don't know. Let's try another section. Try to spread it around a little bit more. Oh my God, this is so blue. So y'all have to know that I am a plain Jane. And so even something as temporary as this that I know I can wash out, I'm having some thoughts. Okay. Let's do. I'm trying to bounce around in the sections a little bit more too, to make sure that it gets added in there. And one of the things that I'm noticing is as this blue meets my golden brown bronze color I have, it's looking a little green, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Not sure yet. So the only other thing I have to decide is whether or not I want to put some braids in for a style, like a crinkly look, or if I just want to rock the locks straight. I feel like the color really pops when the hair is styled. I say that, but I'm also being terribly lazy at the moment. So I'm gonna stop talking y'all to death. I'm gonna get the other side done, and then I'll be back after it's all done. Okay, so I'm back, and there is wax on the shirt. I don't know if you can see it, but there's wax on the shirt. I have my gloves off, and there's a little bit on my hands, which is expected because the hair is wet, right? So I think I am gonna do some braids. I'm gonna blow dry it. I'm gonna put on my bonnet, walk around looking crazy for the rest of the night. And then I'll pop back on with an update. I can't braid, as you can see, but I'll pop back on with an update when it's set and dry and blue-green, apparently, because of the color of my hair right now. So again, something I hadn't anticipated in terms of how your hair color would impact the color showing up. And I'm also probably gonna put perm rods at the end of these plaits here because my ends, they're not gonna stay. So I'm gonna need perm rods or rubber bands or something. But I'm just gonna go through and do small plaits like that. And I will be back tomorrow. Hey lovely people, next day, evident by the bonnet. It's time to take it off, take my hair out, and see what the final look is. So, pretty confident that it's dry. Again, the lighting isn't so great. Clearly see the blue as it gets into my hair color. You definitely see some green. So I did these individual plaits and then I put pipe cleaners on the end to kind of tuck the ends. And that worked well for the plaits that were small, but then you had some bulky ones, and yeah. So gonna work on getting this out. color is showing up good on camera. One of the difficulties is when you're doing it yourself, it's hard to get the color dispersed evenly, or at least it was difficult for me. So same thing, some spots are more blue than others. I'm gonna get the rest of these out and then I'll be back with the final look. All right, folks, I'm back. All the braids are out. Definitely have sections where it's very blue and then other sections where it's greenish, but I'm digging it, so it's cool. I'm gonna do a quick spin, turn around for you. I don't know how I did in the back, but overall, now that I've taken them out, you can see my fingertips are a little blue. I have some paint under my nails. That should wash off just fine. I want to go back to the container so you can see how much I used. I still have quite a bit, and I could have probably gone heavier with the product, but I'm excited that I'd be able to do this again later, right, to use this color because of how much I actually have left. Purple will probably be my next color choice. So if anything happens negatively, any experiences I have, like if I get caught in the rain or if I have excess rubbing off a couple of days from now, then I'll be sure to provide some type of recap video. But all in all, I am excited to be able to do something fun with my hair that's not permanent. So again, this was me applying hair paint wax. You can find them on Instagram, and then in the description box I'll put links to the website so that you can stalk them the way that I did, because I'm definitely probably going to order a red. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.